In one single instant, Arunima Sinha's body shattered on cold steel rails. Her dreams died right there, crushed beneath the speeding wheels of a train. Her heart raced uncontrollably, vision blurred by tears and pain, life slipping rapidly away. She lay broken and alone in the chilling darkness. Arunima was an aspiring athlete, but doctors said her athletic future was finished. Her friends and family tried to comfort her with acceptance, telling her that life would be different, but she could still find peace. But Arunima didn't want peace, she wanted purpose. In the quiet despair of that hospital room, something deep inside her shifted. She realized clearly that the tragic accident had put her at life's ultimate crossroads: surrender to circumstances or fight fiercely for something more. Against every odd, she decided to climb Mount Everest. An impossible dream for someone who had just lost a leg, perhaps. But Arunima understood clearly, your greatest strength is your focus. Her greatest power would be her determination to ignore every distraction, every negative voice, every doubt. Your crossroads moment is coming too. It may arrive quietly, disguised as boredom or frustration, or dramatically as it did for Arunima, but rest assured it will arrive. The question isn't whether your defining moment will come, but whether you'll recognize it clearly when it does. Will you surrender to distraction and comfort, or will you find the fierce clarity required to choose greatness? Comfort quietly convinces you to settle. It gently whispers lies that ease feels good and risk feels foolish. But what comfort never tells you is the hidden price of regret. Every distraction you entertain, every dream you postpone, every excuse you embrace brings you closer to the heavy weight of regret. Comfort isn't safety, it's your greatest threat. So here's your call to clarity, to wake up and focus intently. Ask yourself directly right now, when your crossroads finally arrives, who will you choose to become? Stay sharp, stay clear, stay focused. Your life's greatest moment is counting on your answer. Late at night, when silence swallows the room, doubt creeps in, whispering quietly. You're a fraud, you're wasting your time. Others are watching you fail. We've all felt these whispers, these paralyzing lies that try desperately to pull our focus away from who we want to become. Doubt tries to convince you that your goals are unrealistic, your dreams unreachable, your vision misguided. But here's the truth. Those whispers are not your voice, they're fear disguised as wisdom. Fear's greatest weapon isn't pain, it's distraction. It begs you to look away, to numb yourself with comfort, social media, entertainment, and excuses. But each moment spent distracted quietly costs you the future you deserve. Understand clearly. Distractions aren't harmless, they're quietly robbing you of the person you're capable of becoming. Imagine yourself years from now, standing in front of a mirror, staring directly into your own eyes. Who will you see staring back at you? Someone proud, content, fulfilled, whose life clearly shows the disciplined decisions you made daily. Or someone who silently asks themselves every night, what if? What if I'd stayed focused, taken that risk, ignored those distractions? Your greatest regret won't be failure. It will be that you never gave yourself permission to fully try, that you allowed comfort to steal your dreams, piece by quiet piece. Research shows clearly that people most often regret the opportunities they never took, the moments they lost focus and let slip away forever. This battle for your future isn't external, it's internal. It's you versus distraction, you versus doubt. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you maintain fierce clarity and laser focus despite it. It means that when fear screams, you respond quietly but clearly. I will remain focused. So when your crossroads arrives, and it will your vision be clear enough, your heart brave enough, your mind disciplined enough to choose courage over comfort, action over distraction? Right now, clearly and honestly, ask yourself again, when your moment of truth stands right in front of you, demanding your decision, who will you choose to become? Stay sharp, stay brave, stay focused. Your future depends entirely on it. In 1940, Chiune Sugihara, a Japanese diplomat stationed in Lithuania during World War II, faced an agonizing decision. Outside the gates of his embassy, thousands of desperate Jewish refugees begged him for visas to escape the coming terror. His government had given strict orders: do not issue visas. Following these orders meant he would maintain his safety, his comfort, his secure position, but it also meant turning his back on innocent lives, forever haunted by the quiet whispers of regret. Sugihara sat alone at his desk, his heart pounding wildly in his chest, his hands trembling, his palms slick with sweat. Each breath felt tight in his throat as the heavy weight of the decision pressed upon him. He could hear cries of desperation outside, people pleading for their lives. He knew clearly that every signature he hesitated to write meant another life slipping into darkness. Every moment spent distracted by fear or doubt had devastating consequences. Sugihara stood at life's ultimate crossroads, the very moment that defines clearly who you are and who you will become. Doubt whispered fiercely in his ear, "What if you're wrong? What if this choice ruins your life? What if your family suffers?" But amid this storm of fear and uncertainty, Sugihara found clarity. His focus sharpened, the noise faded away. He realized that comfort wasn't safety, it was his greatest threat, and with every deliberate stroke of his pen, each visa he signed became a clear act of courage, a powerful rebellion against comfort and distraction. Sugihara chose humanity, integrity, and purpose. He remained focused, disciplined, and determined, issuing visas hour after exhausting hour, day after sleepless day. His relentless focus saved thousands of lives, quietly reshaping history and defining his own identity forever. But pause and ask yourself this deeply. What if everything you've believed about comfort was a lie? Because it is. Comfort doesn't protect you. It quietly steals your dreams, your purpose, and your potential. Your own crossroads will arrive, likely when you least expect it, demanding fierce clarity, discipline, and unwavering focus. Will you recognize it when it comes? Will your vision remain sharp enough, your mind disciplined enough, your courage strong enough to choose greatness over ease? Stay clear, stay sharp, stay relentlessly focused. Because when your moment arrives, your entire future depends upon your answer. When Arunima Sinha whispered to herself in that hospital bed, declaring her intention to climb Mount Everest despite losing her leg, nothing changed instantly. Her pain didn't vanish, her struggle didn't fade, her doubts didn't magically disappear. But in that quiet, focused decision, she opened a door toward transformation. A journey built not on a single brave moment, but through thousands of disciplined, focused steps forward. Transformation isn't magical, it's methodical, deliberate, and deeply intentional. Arunima knew clearly that her choice meant waking before dawn, training despite searing pain, and pushing through overwhelming fatigue every day. It meant ignoring distractions, silencing voices of doubt, and maintaining laser-focused discipline through the harshest storms. Each disciplined step she took was another brick laid clearly and deliberately in the fortress of who she was becoming. Sugihara understood the same truth. Signing one visa didn't transform him instantly. It was each focused decision, every disciplined act of integrity and courage, repeated consistently, that truly reshaped him. Transformation demanded his full attention, clarity, and daily discipline. His choice wasn't a single dramatic leap. It was countless, quiet, intentional steps taken in defiance of comfort and distraction. Decades earlier, Malcolm X sat alone in a prison cell, the world outside having already defined him as a lost cause. But Malcolm decided clearly, in that bleak silence, that he wouldn't surrender to distraction or despair. Instead, he chose discipline, educating himself tirelessly, page after page, night after night. Each disciplined choice to remain focused quietly rebuilt his identity, transforming him from forgotten prisoner into a powerful leader whose voice still resonates clearly today. What Arunima, Sugihara, and Malcolm discovered is that true transformation is quiet, disciplined work. It is the result of repeated, intentional decisions made even when nobody else sees. Your greatest obstacle on this journey isn't difficulty, it's distraction. Small distractions seem harmless at first, but over time they silently steal your future, your identity, and your purpose. Only those who remain relentlessly focused on their vision will ever experience genuine transformation. Every morning you wake early, every time you choose discipline over distraction, every uncomfortable step you willingly take toward your goal, you're quietly reinforcing your transformation. You're actively choosing who you wish to become. Stay sharply aware of this truth. Your transformation isn't distant or abstract. It's happening right now with every decision you make. Will you remain clear, disciplined, and focused, or will you quietly surrender to distraction? Remember Arunima's fierce discipline, Sugihara's unwavering integrity, Malcolm's persistent clarity. When your own transformation demands your attention and discipline, will you be ready to stay focused? Stay disciplined, stay relentless, stay clearly focused. Your transformation depends entirely upon it. At some point on your journey, you'll reach a moment of profound clarity, a revelation so powerful that it can redefine your entire life. It happens when you finally understand that your greatest crossroads isn't always a dramatic event. It doesn't always announce itself loudly or clearly. More often it arrives quietly, hidden inside the ordinary moments disguised as tiny, insignificant decisions, each carrying enormous consequences for who you become. John Dewey, the great philosopher, said, "The self is not something ready-made, but something in continuous formation through choice of action." Listen carefully to that wisdom, continuous formation. Your identity is not fixed. It's reshaped moment by moment, decision by decision. Each sunrise resets your story, quietly inviting you to begin again with clear intention. Who you were yesterday doesn't determine who you'll be today. Your past doesn't have that power, unless you choose distraction over discipline, comfort over courage, regret over clarity. Eleanor Roosevelt echoed this clearly, reminding us that our true selves aren't defined by words or promises, but by actions taken when nobody else is watching. Your real battle isn't with external forces, it's with distraction, doubt, and complacency. It's a battle quietly fought in the shadows of your own mind, and victory demands total clarity, relentless focus, and unwavering discipline. But perhaps Viktor Frankl, a survivor of unimaginable hardship during the Holocaust, offered the most profound revelation of all when he said, "When we can no longer change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Frankl's words are an invitation to radical responsibility. No matter what happens around you, your power to shape who you become never leaves your hands. Even when circumstances feel impossible, even when the world feels chaotic, you remain entirely responsible for choosing how you respond, how you focus, and ultimately who you become. Understand this clearly. Every distraction you permit, every small comfort you indulge, every day spent drifting without clear purpose quietly takes you further from the person you truly wish to be. Each day you lose your focus is another brick quietly removed from the foundation of your future. But each day you choose clearly, remain disciplined, and fiercely protect your focus is another brick firmly placed in the identity you're consciously building. Your revelation is this. Your crossroads isn't a single dramatic moment. It's every single day, hidden within ordinary decisions that quietly echo throughout your life. So consider clearly and deeply. Who are you allowing yourself to become, moment by moment, decision by decision? Never surrender your power to choose again. Stay sharp, stay clear, stay focused. Your life's masterpiece depends entirely upon it. You've arrived at your crossroads. You stand now at the exact intersection between who you've been and who you have the power to become. This is your moment of decision, a moment demanding absolute clarity, fierce determination, and unwavering focus. Right now, clearly imagine yourself standing before a mirror years from now. Who will you see staring back at you? Will it be someone proud, someone fulfilled, someone whose life is clearly marked by courageous decisions, fierce discipline, and relentless clarity? Or will you see someone quietly haunted by regret, someone silently wondering what if, because they allowed distractions to quietly steal their dreams? This moment demands your full attention, because comfort, distraction, doubt, they promise you relief but deliver something far worse, regret. Comfort quietly whispers it's okay to delay, to avoid discomfort, to postpone your dreams. But remember clearly, comfort isn't safety, it's your greatest threat. Arunima Sinha didn't choose comfort, she chose clarity. Sugihara didn't surrender to distraction, he chose disciplined integrity. Malcolm X refused complacency, he chose relentless self-transformation. They became who they were, not in moments of comfort, but in moments of clear, decisive focus. Moments exactly like the one standing before you right now. Here's exactly what you must do next, right now. Take out your phone or a piece of paper. Clearly write down the exact action you've been avoiding, the goal you've postponed, the decision you've quietly feared. Commit right here and now to taking one concrete step toward that goal before today ends. No excuses, no distractions. This focused choice is the key that unlocks your potential, your transformation, your identity. Remember clearly, your life's greatest enemy is distraction. Your most powerful ally is discipline. Who you become depends entirely on what you choose right now, in this moment and every moment after. The question remains powerful and simple. Who will you choose to become when the time comes? Will you allow comfort and distraction to define your future, or will you choose clarity, courage, and relentless discipline? Stay sharp, stay fiercely disciplined, stay clearly focused. Your future depends entirely upon this choice.